When the stream forgets the ocean. Imagine a stream, crystal clear, full of life, winding through a quiet forest. It sings over rocks, it nourishes roots, it dances in the sun. It knows its path. But one day, it tries to go its own way. It resists the pull of the earth. It dams itself up, it dries. It forgets that its destiny is not to stay separate, but to merge with the ocean. This is what happens when we disconnect from the way. When we over-identify with our pain, our labels, our story, our grind, our performance-driven culture, we become the stream fighting gravity. We are no longer flowing toward wholeness. We're resisting the very nature of what heals us. Chapter 32 of the Tao Te Ching. The way is eternally nameless. Though simplicity is small, the world cannot subordinate it. If lords and monarchs can keep to it, all beings will naturally resort to them. Heaven and earth combine, thus showering sweet dew. No humans command it, it is even by nature. Start fashioning and there are names. Once names also exist, you should know when to stop. By knowing when to stop, you are not endangered. The way is to the world as rivers and oceans to valley streams. This chapter opens with a deep insight. The way is eternally nameless. This doesn't mean it's vague. It means it's vast, bigger than the mind, bigger than our categories, bigger than our strategies and supplements and spreadsheets. And yet, it's always here. It's in your breath. It's in your blood. It's in the rising and falling of every inhale. It's in the tears you've held back for years. It's in the moments of stillness when you remember you're not broken. You've just been away from the ocean. This lesson is about that return. Years ago, I worked with an athlete. We'll call him Jake. He was strong, fast, and disciplined to the point of obsession, a high-level swimmer. But he was also constantly in pain, tight hamstrings, nagging neck, chronic fatigue, anxiety. He had been to doctors, trainers, therapists. He tracked macros, timed his sleep, cold plunged, saunaed, meditated, but still he felt stuck. One day during a coaching session, I gave him a simple task. Float on your back for 20 minutes in still water. Don't try to swim, just float. Let the water hold you. He laughed. That's it? I nodded. The next day he came back with tears in his eyes. I didn't know I could let go like that, he said. My whole body relaxed in a way it never has. I realized I've been trying to swim upstream for years. Jake didn't need more supplements. He needed surrender. He didn't need force. He needed to trust the water. He didn't need to fix anything. He needed to remember the ocean. Let's break down some of the phrases from this passage with a health-oriented mindset. The way is eternally nameless. What does that mean for healing? It means healing is not a product, it's not a brand, it's not a biohack, it is a process, and often it happens beyond language. The more we try to define what healing should look like, the more we block its natural flow. Simplicity is small. The world cannot subordinate it. In today's world, simplicity is radical. The body craves simplicity, real food, real rest, natural movement, quiet time. You can't micromanage your way to vitality. If lords and monarchs can keep to it, all beings will naturally resort to them. Your body, too, has an inner monarchy, your mind, your will, your ego. When it keeps to the Tao, when your mind doesn't force the body but instead listens, supports, and yields, then every cell, every organ, every system begins to realign. Heaven and earth combine, thus showering sweet dew. No humans command it. Sweet dew is symbolic of effortless blessing, natural healing, the kind that emerges not from effort but from balance. You can't command it, you can only invite it by removing interference. The way is to the world as rivers and oceans to valley streams. And here's the closing metaphor, the one that contains it all. You are the stream, life is the river, Tao is the ocean. Let's talk about what that means, practically. How we become disconnected from the ocean. Dis Ease, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is often a result of fragmentation. We live in a world that pulls us apart. We live in our heads, overthinking, analyzing, solving. We neglect our bodies, rushing, sitting, numbing. We compartmentalize our healing, one practitioner for the liver, one for the spine, one for the mind. This is the opposite of the Tao. The Tao unifies. It pulls everything back to source. It reminds you, you are not a machine. You are not a spreadsheet. You are a stream meant to return to the ocean. But the world tells you to climb mountains before you're ready. The Tao says, flow downhill. Let gravity take you. The world says, control it. The Tao says, trust it. And here's the paradox. You don't have to find the ocean. You only have to stop resisting it. What is ocean mind? Let's define a term that may help your practice. Ocean mind. Ocean mind is a state of being where you no longer over-identify with your symptoms or diagnoses. You trust in a healing intelligence greater than your conscious mind. You begin to feel whole, even if things aren't yet perfect. You relax the inner grip and allow integration. This doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means your action comes from alignment, not desperation. Ocean mind is what you feel. When breath slows down and the nervous system settles. When you're walking barefoot in the forest. When you cry, not out of sadness, but because you've finally let go. Here are a couple of ideas for how to return to the ocean. These 2 daily practices to help you begin moving from stream consciousness to ocean consciousness. 1. Ocean breath practice, 5 minutes. Sit or lie down. Place your hands on your lower belly. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Exhale softly through the mouth for 6 to 8 counts. As you exhale, imagine your body dissolving into the ocean. Repeat this for 5 minutes. With each breath, let go of something you've been gripping too tightly, an identity, a timeline, a fear. Mantra, I do not force the flow, I return to the source. 2. Stream to ocean visualization. At the end of your day, close your eyes and imagine this. You are a stream, bubbling along a mountain. You pass through forests, rocks, mist. Eventually you reach a river and it carries you. Then you open into the vastness of the ocean. You do not disappear, you expand. Your individuality is not lost, it is held. And in that holding, you heal. The healing mindset shift. The deepest takeaway from this chapter is not just poetic, it's practical. You don't have to micromanage your health. Yes, use your protocols. Yes, take the right supplements. Yes, move and breathe and meditate. But let all of that come from a place of being held, not holding on. Because the moment you release that last thread of control, the moment you let the current take you, you begin to experience the quiet power of nature healing through you. Healing is not something you do, it's something you allow. You are already on the path. You may feel like the stream right now, narrow, isolated, trying to carve your way forward, but the Tao is always beneath you, pulling you gently toward a vastness you cannot yet imagine. You don't have to rush. You don't have to fix it all tonight. You only have to stop resisting the direction you were born to move in. Let the Tao take you. Let the water do its work. Let yourself return to the ocean mind.